right, listen, Irv Gotti is in the news. God, you can't even let the dead rest in peace these days. Well, his brother is slamming Ashanti, who just had a baby, by the way. Anyway, about 2 months after his brother, Irv Gotti, passed away, Chris Gotti slammed Ashanti. Now, we all know that Irv has previously talked about his alleged affair with Ashanti. You know, they had a whole thing going on. Well, anyway, he's claimed that he not only helped create the mold and mold her career, but that he also had a sexual relationship despite him being married. Now, Ashanti has denied and consistently been in denial of these claims. In February, around the time Irv passed, she told Angie Martinez that she'd never dated the narcissist known as Irv Gotti. Now, 2 months later, Irv's brother, Chris, is claiming that Ashanti acts like Irv didn't make her. However, when Irv passed, Ashanti mourned him in an Instagram post, calling him a, quote, musical genius who had the ability to push me to be my best. Take a look at her comment when Irv passed. She said, I can't believe things ended like this, and it makes me so sad. We weren't on the best of terms the past few years, but as I always said, through our ups and downs, I will forever be grateful for everything that you've done for me. We've made history and will remain infinite. I've always respected your musical genius and ability to push me to be my best. All the greatness and positive things that came far outweigh the dark and negative times. I have always prayed for you to find peace, sending love and prayers to the entire family. Rest well, rest in peace, Irv. See, I don't do that. Ashanti, you know I love you, but we're going to talk about you real quick. Just turn the channel, okay? Come back in a minute. I don't like when people die and you ain't getting along with them, and then you go and do a whole speech about how you loved each other. And Look, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I love you. If I love you right now, I'm telling you through this camera, I love you. Now, through the shade cam, I'm telling you that if I don't love you and you die, you're dead. I'm not one to go and dig up the dead and start telling all these memories and stories about when we used to be, because this is what it sounds like when doves cry. When you're dead, you're dead. Let the dead bury the dead is what my boss used to say. I don't know, Ashanti, why. Okay, come back to the channel. Why did you have a need to post that? Was it guilt? Was it because he was a lover that got away? What was it? Was it menopausal? Not menopausal, was later.
Postpartum.
Whatever. Mm-hmm. Was it that thing that you get when you have a baby and you're now emotional and you're thinking about I don't know. Or was it just innocent love lost or love remembered for a friend whose life was lost? Either way, probably something you could have kept to yourself. But nonetheless, it's your life. Well, here's Chris, and here's what Chris had to say since, he was going to keep it 100 on the Let's Keep It 100 podcast. Take a listen.
It's like I told her with Ashanti, that's forever. You can't know. You know, she says they wasn't in a relationship. They was in a relationship. I was their therapist going from.
That's how he be with my relationship.
Like when she say that, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go and get you, talk to you, then go and tell Irv what she said, then go and tell you what Irv said. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But at the end of the day, that's what makes what went on with them so real. Mm-hmm. And I would tell everyone, and again, she, in a relationship, let me go talk to your exes. How many can I talk to that's gonna talk anywhere near calmly as him? Mm. And then Irv kept going too far, right. Constantly. But like he said, there was an interviewer that said, why do you always talk about Ashanti? He said, bitch, because you always ask. Right. And Irv is a straight shooter. He's not going to fucking hide. He's like, that's why I talk about it, because everyone keeps talking about it.
What you want him to do?
And that's real. And it's like, she should understand that too. Yeah. Like if you're in the limelight, they asked the question. It wasn't little, it was big. For her to act like it ain't Murder Inc. that made her, or Irv made her, it's crazy.
Right.
She had 3 deals before him.
That ain't worked out.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, something with y'all chemistry worked out. Mm-hmm. Respect it. That's all. I'm not saying you have to talk about the nigga, but respect the magic. That's all I said. See, I'm always in the middle. Irv hate when I take her position, and you know what I'm saying? But I never took Irv's position with her.
Right.
But I'm doing it because he ain't here now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let no one talk about my brother. You're going to have a problem.
Right.
Simple and plain. In that, especially someone who he made that career. Like, I was there. Like, he made you sing records the way you sang them.
Okay, that last line you said before the last one of, I ain't gonna let nobody disrespect my brother. As somebody who lost a brother, I respect that. So stand up for your brother. But I don't necessarily agree that your brother made her. I don't like when people say you made them, I made you. I mean, her mama and daddy made her. You know, she made herself. I can understand what you're saying. He maybe created the sound, guided the career, gave her inspiration. Okay, I'll give you that if that's what we're talking about. But like making her, you know, that's kind of disrespectful. But yeah, I mean, is it fair for when people pass away for this kind of stuff to be drummed up when there's no beef there? I mean, I haven't heard, Ashanti doesn't seem like the messy type. I haven't heard her out there shitting on anybody. Like, why is this even a thing?
I don't know. I see where he's coming from, because if I, God forbid, was passed and my sibling was like, I would expect them to like be in the ring and talk to me and like vouch for me. But yeah, like you said, to say they made Ashanti, I'm like, I don't know. But I do feel like from her caption, she probably just really felt like sad. I do feel like new emotions come when someone's passed, because you can never go back and tell them how you really feel. So she probably felt like real emotion.
I don't think she's obligated to be like, oh, we were in a loving relationship. I don't think she needs to go there, especially since he is passed away and he can't give his side of what their relationship was. I don't think people should have those conversations. If their relationship wasn't public and talked about, I don't think she should be bringing it up and talking about it. But I do think, because quite often people fall out in relationships and then tragedy can ensue. I don't think it's bad to give your condolences publicly. I think it would be weird if she didn't, because one, people are already upset that she doesn't talk about the relationship. If she didn't even give condolences, then they'd be like, she's a shady whatever, so and so.
Well, this isn't the first relationship that Ashanti doesn't talk about. You remember we had Joyner Lucas here on the Jason Lee show, where Joyner actually spilled all the tea about him dating Ashanti. This is before she got pregnant by Nelly. In case you forgot, because a lot of you do, we got the clip. Look. So you dated Ashanti.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was dope. She's a really dope person. She really is.
No, she's sweet.
She's an amazing person.
So how did that happen? Because you both are so private. Mm-hmm. She doesn't post about guys she's dated, other than, of course, Nelly now, and you don't post about the women that you date. Did the internet catch you guys? I mean, there were photos of her rubbing your hair, or you rubbing her hair. You guys show a little affection. Because you never talked about it.
Nah, I don't talk. You know what it is? I'm a private. I don't really talk about it. But what I will say is that she's an amazing person. I'm just excited. I know how much she wanted to be a mom.
How'd you know?
I mean, we had those conversations, for sure. You know, and it's like,
you guys talked about having a baby together.
We talked about a lot of bro. Like you know what I mean? So
that was your girl.
Were
you in love with her?
Oof.
Because she's 8 years older than you. So like, do you like older women?
I do feel like there's something about older women that like I gravitate towards.
You're a Leo, so you're a lion, you want the cougar. Just a bunch of jungle sex.
Nah, it's not.
I forgot about that.
I didn't. I ain't forgetting nothing. You also forgot to give Rob the dancer's Instagram.
I didn't forget. That's when it came.
I think you...
Johnny is my witness.
Then why didn't you send it to Rob and I at the same time?
Because I did.
Oh,
I sent it to Rob.
Oh, you did?
Yes, and I said, go ahead. Merry Christmas.
Oh, okay. Well, Santa's little elves delivered to me first. Either way, look, Ashanti, I don't know what you're doing to all these men. They got them all up in arms about you. Maybe you putting that thing on them. I don't know. But shout out to you and your husband. Did her and Nelly get married?
I don't know.
Well, shout out to your husband or your fiance or whatever. I don't know what's going on over there because I don't. Are they married? No.
Yes, they did in 2023 in St. Louis.
Hopefully, you guys have a prenup. You know, just never know what happened. All right, peace.